Now, make every word beer. Beer, 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 beer. Beer, 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 beer. Wait, I forgot the words.
Beer is the #1 selling beverage in the world, and in America, it outsells wine and liquor 2.5 to 1. Whether it's light, dark, bottled, tapped, great tasting, or less filling, there's no doubt about it. America loves beer.
The history of beer goes back at least 10,000 years. Most anthropologists now believe that people went from a hunter-gatherer existence to a settled agricultural existence in order to have enough grain to make beer.
Because it was an additional nutrient source. It's really cereal grain that's been fermented. So it's additional carbohydrates, energy.
In as beer spread throughout Europe, as much a part of everyday life as bread, and for good reason. Boiling beer during brewing kills off deadly microbes, but no one at the time knew it was the process of boiling that made beer safe. They didn't think to apply this principle to water.
They attributed good health to drinking beer. Well water in many parts of Europe was contaminated. And beer, because the water is boiled along with the barley and hops before yeast is added, is sterilized. So it was a safe product.
From day one, beer was vital in colonial America. Even though the water in America was pristine, old prejudices from Europe remained.
They didn't trust water, but beer they could rely on. They knew that it was nourishing, they knew it was safe to drink, and it was an important part of their life.
You drank beer from the time you got up in the morning until you went to bed. And that's men, women, and children. Tea.
Beers were taken for granted as a normal part of life, the way we think of bread or butter.
And it all started with one great invention. Not the wheel, not the car, not the plane. The greatest invention of all was beer.
Beer has changed the course of human history, not once, not twice, but over and over again, right from the very beginning.
It sowed the world's first farmlands.
The agricultural revolution came about because of the imperative, the need to make beer.
It hewed the world's first wonders.
We wouldn't have the pyramids if it weren't for beer.
Beer established modern health care.
Beer and science go hand in hand.
And beer shaped America.
Beer is the secret history of America. It's in our DNA.
It even ended one of history's great scandals.
Beer was part, if not all, of the motivation for ending child labor.
And most important of all, it gave us something to drink while watching the ball game. This is the story of the greatest invention of all time.
It's an amazing story, and one that really hasn't been told.
Until now.
Without beer, we'd probably still be living in caves.